let's stretch our hip flexors out a little bit. So basic hip flexor stretch, you get down in a lunge, you get everything 90 degrees, your abs are tucked, your butt is tucked up underneath you like your dog scooting his butt across the floor. You don't pull into hyperextension like that. You keep everything tucked and you just slide forward, and that pulls a little bit of that anterior hip, opens that up. Or if you're like me, I like to make it a little better stretch, so I use a band. And I'll tie it to a pole, and then I'll run my leg through it. You want to pull the band up high up on your leg, right where that ball of that femur is. Get as close as you can to the socket of the hip. Then you want to pull out a lot of tension. Lots and lots of tension. Nice and tight, okay? So I'm just gonna feel the pull just sitting here because it's pulling me forward. I'm using this leg to keep myself from falling forward, but I still want to focus on squeezing the glutes, tucking the abs, making sure my spine is still stable. Otherwise, all we're doing is moving our spine. We're not stretching the muscle connected to it. So we're gonna sit here for 20 to 30 seconds. If you want some more stretch, if this isn't enough for you, you can try a contract relax method. What that is you're gonna push this leg forward like this. You're gonna you're gonna try and slide your knee forward across the ground. So that's activating the hip flexor. You're trying to hip flex forward, and then you're gonna relax, and it's gonna allow that muscle to relax more if you do the contract relax. Do about 2 to 3 second contraction, not hard, just 10% power. And then relax fully and let it pull. Just remember not to hyperextend. That's the main point of a hip flexor stretch. Keep your spine stable. So I'm going to contract, relax. Breathe in and contract. Exhale, relax. So 20 to 30 seconds. I'm already pretty opened up after that, but I'm going to show you another one. Just in case you don't have bands, all you need is a wall in the corner. So I'm going to bring my knee pad over here. Definitely use a knee pad if you can get your hands on one. So I'm going to butt my knee into the corner, and I'll put my foot up the wall. That's first. Make sure it's in a straight line. You're not way over here, not way over there. Straight up and down. You want to line up your entire right side with the foot, and then I'm going to bring this foot up into a lunge position. What that does is it pulls my hip into posterior tilt so that I'm not allowing this huge stretch to pull my hips with me. And so I'm just going to sit here like this, and you should already feel a stretch here in the front of the hip here. Try to squeeze. It's hard to squeeze your glutes in this position, so what you can do is just try to let that hip dip down without hyperextending. It's a lot. You want to keep your spine neutral as you can. So I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes. Research shows that it takes at least 2 minutes for tissue to cause a change that's going to stay permanent. So you'll sit in this position for 2 minutes, just pressing that hip to the floor as hard as you can. And then after that 2-minute mark, you're going to come up a little higher. You're going to press with this leg. You may need something for balance like I do right now. You come up here. Remember, keep the abs tucked so that you're not arching the low back. You want it to be straight. You're pulling all this muscle. You don't want it to be pulling bone. So, I'm going to sit here for another 2 minutes. If you want to go longer than 2 minutes, do it. Just be sure you're doing it in the proper form. When you come out of this, you're definitely going to feel a little different. So, I like to kind of roll off. Let the foot slide down and open up slowly. You don't just want to do this stretch and then get up and go do some box jumps or something explosive.